I just watched the entire anime fight of Luffy vs Katakuri, which took me like 2 hours, and there are some things I want to talk about, especially the character development of Katakuri, and before that I want to clarify that I'm not going to talk about the fighting specifically. It'll be more like a little analysis of Katakuri's character. In his first appearance, we saw a tall, strong and badass man who was always calm and determined, who was admired by all of his siblings as the older brother and role model. He was the guy whose back never touched the ground before. Even as a kid, he slept while sitting on a couch. At least that is what we are told. But is this really the character of Katakuri? I mean, deep inside, is this what he wants to be? When we got a glimpse of his childhood, it was obvious that he got bullied because of his mouth. That's why he constantly wears a scarf to hide it. And the fact that nobody knew about his mouth shows that he's wearing it since his childhood. Maybe his one older brother knows about it, but I doubt anyone else has a clue. Being dragged down by all the ridicule he had to endure, he had to figure out something to be accepted by the people. And there is the main difference between Luffy and Katakuri. Luffy is the type of character who doesn't care at all what people are saying about him. He doesn't hide his real character, he is a screaming goof we all love who speaks before he thinks. But in contrary, Katakuri had to do something about his image. He would get a lot of little brothers and sisters, so he didn't want to be the joke of the family. Well, I think he's still the only normal guy within the Big Mom Pirates, but that's another discussion. He decided to hide his face, to hide his goofy character and stay calm and cool. Which means he was in conflict with his nature his entire life. And that's why the fight with Luffy might have changed his point of view, because Luffy taught him a powerful lesson. Even when being loud, noisy, unnerving, but caring, you can still be accepted and have friends. If you speak out your genuine thoughts, you might feel relieved. That's why Katakuri is so confused when Luffy starts screaming that he's hungry. If you watch the fight and pay attention, you can see that Katakuri starts screaming in the last phase of the fight. It was not about having the upper hand or keeping you cool anymore. Luffy had seen his true nature, so there was no point in hiding. I even think that his forced character has something to do with his incredible future side. As someone who plays a role, it may happen that you act out of role in case of a big surprise. Imagine a tough guy screaming like a little kid because of a jump scare. And to avoid this kind of situations, Katakuri has to have enough time to react to such things in a proper way. Makes sense, right? The last thing I want to talk about is the good intention of Katakuri. As we all remember, he really cared about his siblings. He's not a bad guy. He is nothing like his mother, because Big Mom doesn't care about the children, let's be honest here. We could all see how she treated Lola, for example. Her politics was way more important to her than her own daughter. I think Katakuri isn't really a fan of his mother. When he asked if Luffy would return someday to take down Big Mom, I think he was relieved because he got the answer he wanted to hear. Because if Big Mom would go down, Katakuri would become the next captain and he would actually look after his siblings and protect them instead of destroying entire islands because of a tantrum and appetite. Of course, he saw the potential of Luffy, and with his last sentence he expressed his belief in Luffy. I seriously think Katakuri could be the Whitebeard of Luffy's era. I can imagine them both sitting together under a tree and sharing a drink. I expect Katakuri to be in peace with his character the next time we will see him. So no more scarf, and no more being calm and determined, instead being loud and flexible. That's it for this video. Maybe you already noticed that I have an inconsistent upload schedule. I always upload the day I have something new to tell. So if you don't want to miss anything, just subscribe, otherwise just check out my channel once a week. If you liked this video, check out my last one, you can see displayed on the top right corner.